Good morning, everybody. Today we are in Tutti Market. Happy Sunday to everybody. So you heard all about Miss Nang yesterday, and today I just wanted to tell you about sharing your foodie fans. So in your peers group, do you have people who love food? Are you the foodie finder? Are you the person that always find that rare thing to taste? Right? Hello Griot Kitchen, how are you? Bonjour, comment vas-tu aujourd'hui? Griot Kitchen, I think, is a plantain specialist. How are you doing today? Good morning. Thank you for joining. So today I just wanted to talk to you about being the foodie finder. So in friend group, there's always that person who is a jewelry fiend, somebody who's the magpie of the group. You will always be the go-to person if a friend is looking for jewelry. There's that person who always finds the best cut clothing, and there's that person who always loves the oils, the cooking oils, who is the foodie of the group, and there's that person who likes eating in restaurants. Okay, so are you the foodie finder? Are you the person that is always up to tasting stuff and bringing it to the group? Are you always the person that when there's an idea of gathering, you are the person, we must go to Hortense or we must go to Jackie's place because she's always finding the best thing to serve? Well, this is what Miss Nang offers to you. Miss Nang offers to you rare flavors mixes, rare flavor mixes. Oh, okay, you have to forgive me on my talking because I am French speaking, right? My English is good, but sometimes I still make some errors, okay? So conjugation sometimes is usually my challenge. But anyway, so are you always the person who is always finding the right kind of food to bring to the table? You're always finding the thing that people have not tasted yet and all that kind of thing. Well, that's what I bring to you. Not only do you taste the most unexpected combination, but also you do your bit for the planet. And when you're serving it, you can talk about the producers, which is me, or any artisan that you're supporting. You can let your friend know that by considering some of these things that are being served, and then supporting small businesses, because that's what doing your bit for the planet is that you are not only supporting a small business, you're tasting something that is different, you are eating something that is produced locally, and you are watching after your carbon footprint because you're not so much consuming international stuff, but and you are helping them to discover new flavors as well, natural flavors, and you are educating them on what they're eating because you know the producer and you can ask all the questions that they might want to know about. So are you the foodie friend among your friends? When you're the foodie friend, so you have a go-to shopping place. Okay, so every time there's a birthday, every time there's an event, you bring the thing that is definitely going to be different, and it's going to be like, ooh, what has Jackie brought today, or what has Charlotte brought today to the table? Because you're always finding that little different things, and you know a whole bunch of artisans that you support, that you're always up to tasting what they created lately. And you build that reputation of being the person par excellence to go to when Leandria, thank you so much for joining. So today I'm asking if you are the foodie friend in your peer group, and as a foodie friend, what is the thing that you've ever brought to your group that has surprised them, that they've loved? And if you are the foodie friend, have you ever brought Miss Nang treat to the table for your friends to taste? It's like, do you brag about your foodie finds? Are you one of those that spend a lot of time in what's that place? Borough Market. One day I'm gonna go to Borough Market. That's the dream place for it. So are you all the friend that is always popping up to Borough Market to check out what they have, and especially like French specialties? So do you like trying new flavor combinations, especially or artisan ideas? Are you the one that is always bringing the latest artisan or the latest small business that you're supporting to the table? So do your friend admire you for having that palate and that mouth to always taste the most unusual thing that you end up choosing to bring to share to the table? So when you are you're tasting Miss Nang stuff, so in the collection of my in my range, I've got 25 things to try, and they're all nut based. They're all nuts and seed based, and the combinations are very very different, and also the textures, the way they help you to discover your palate. And when you're serving that to your friends, and when you're sharing your latest foodie find with your friends, you're telling them what the artisan and what the maker told you about that particular product, or wherever they've sourced it, and how they mixed it, and why they're doing what they're doing. And I think there's something nice about knowing the person who creates what you serve, right? There's like a more personal connection when you're able to talk about the business owner, the maker of what you're serving. Cakes in London, hello, good morning, thank you for joining. So I'm talking about being the foodie friend in your peer group. And as a foodie friend, it's not you're not just serving something, you're serving her story, and you're serving the knowledge of the maker and why they made that, and their journey sometimes, because you're not just eating something, you're eating with the knowledge of the story of the person who created it. My story, I am French. I am French Cameroonian. I grew up in France, and I have something for food. I love food, and I love taking my time with food. The other aspects of my life is that I've had a rare disease twice. I had few surgeries, and I have a disability. I have a missing rib, and 2/3 of my shoulder blade is missing. So food is really important to me. And the range actually came from my desire to find things to eat that were junk free, that were healthy, that didn't contain any ingredient that I didn't know. So you will notice in Miss Nang range, a lot of the products, a lot of the snacks, there are 10 ingredients or less, and most ingredients are ingredients that you know of. I always say to people, when you're about to eat something, if you're buying something to eat, if there are more than 3 ingredients that you can't read, it's probably better for you not to eat it, okay? So, and it's really important to know the ingredients that you're consuming. And often that's somebody on medication, so I always went for ingredients that were natural, because I was worried about the interaction with my medication. So that turned me a bit onto a foodie, and friends love to come to my house for afternoon tea, for dinners, and also for brunches. So and they got to like taste a lot of my foods before everybody else got to taste it. For that, for a long time, I would bring in a lot of the treats at work, and people were like, "Oh, you need to turn this into a business." And I've always thought, I can't produce enough to turn this into a business, and now it is a business, and the world get to taste it. So, as a foodie, as the person who is foodie in your peer group, as you share this with your friends, you're not just sharing, you're sharing also a journey, like a whole journey, and you're making them discover flavors that probably they would never have thought to try. So I often have people coming to my display table and will always go for the brown stuff, right? The most brown item on my table on offer is brown almonds caramelized in cinnamon. But because there's a journey on my table, so I always make people taste from the mellowest flavor to the strongest flavors. Because if you start with the cinnamon is a very strong flavor, and if you start with the cinnamon, we're probably not going to taste the one with the beetroot. So it's a journey that gets them to change their mind several times as they discover not only the flavor, they discover the ingredients, and they also discover the interacting of the ingredients in their palate. And guys, one thing that I always recommend to people is that when you're eating, you have to be present when you're eating, because if you're present when you're eating, not only do you discover what the flavors are doing into your mouth, but if you're allergic to anything in particular, you get to notice it right away, because the discomfort, because you're paying attention, you're able to discover to react to the discomfort of one of the ingredients. So you're able to ask, oh, what's that, and you get to discover what is the most what's the thing that is making you uncomfortable. So if you're present when you're eating and there's a discomfort, 3 days down the line when something happens, you say, oh, I tasted that and it was like this in my mouth, and this happened, that happened, and you are able to identify exactly at what point in your week of eating something different happened. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So I am in Tooting today. I am in Tooting Market, and what's the name of the street again? Totterdown with the French accent here. So it's like Tottenham, and it's Totterdown Street Market. So it's on the back of the Tooting Market anyway. So I'm there. If you would like to come in and have like a tasting session with me, you are very welcome. And yeah, look forward to seeing you later. So we're here from until 5 o'clock. So look forward to seeing you. Have a fantastic day and happy Sunday to you. Hopefully there will be no rain today. The sun is out and I'm really enjoying my day so far. Okay, I'm gonna go finish setting up and wait for you. Alright, take care. Ciao.